Celebrations of Discipline, Part 8. We're here today to talk about service. Alright, so starting out with service, we have poof. The cross is a sign of submission, whereas the towel is a sign of service. We talked about John chapter 13 and verse 14 and 15, as well as Matthew 20, 25 through 28. We mentioned that service is not flashy like this sweet earring. And then we went into talking about the main part of the chapter. Talks about self-righteous service versus true service. Self-righteous service is not what we want, and true service is our goal. So we want to move from self-righteous types of service to true service. So self-righteous service has to do by human effort. It's planned, whereas true service is a response to whispered promptings and divine urges while that music is loud. Okay, that's better. Self-righteous service is impressed by the big deal, whereas true service is hard to distinguish between small and large service. Self-righteous service requires rewards or applause, whereas true service is content in secret. Self-righteous service picks who to serve, whereas true service, there's freedom to serve enemies as well as your friends. Self-righteous service is affected by feelings, whereas true service isn't affected by your feelings. True service, it doesn't matter who. Oh, not affected by your feelings. You're faithful because there is a need. You just do it. Self-righteous service is insensitive, where true service is sensitive. Self-righteous service breaks up community, where true service builds community. Service is one of the greatest disciplines that leads to humility, and that's the opposite of being prideful. A couple points are, you can discipline your flesh by service, but you can transform your flesh by service in secret. So there's a lot of power in service in secret. We talked about being a servant and that being a lifestyle rather than just choosing to serve at different times. There are 9 ways or types of service. We talked about the first is the service of hiddenness and in secret, and we talked about the power of that. Second is the service of small things, Small Deeds Project. Third, service of not talking bad about people and just upholding who they are. Fourth, service of being served, allowing people to serve you. Fifth, the service of common courtesy. Sixth, the service of hospitality. 7, service of listening. 8, the service of bearing others' burdens. And 9, the service of sharing the Word of God. So that's it for this portion of Celebration of Discipline, Part 8 on service. We'll see you next time.